everybody. I hope I'm not upside down, you guys. Am I upside down? Just want to make sure I'm not upside down. Hold on, give me a second. I think. Let me just make sure. Let me see, you guys. Hi, everybody. I'm popping in tonight. I'm going to look at myself on live really quickly. I'm popping in tonight. I just wanted to come in and say hello. I wanted to talk about some things and remind some people who they are, because when I look down into my comments and I see so many people going through and so many people hurting, it's like, wait a minute. I think you forgot who you were. I think you forgot the power that you own. And I really want to make sure that you guys know who you are. And it's like, I just want to encourage today. I just feel like I need to encourage some people right now. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking to see what I look like. Yep, I'm upside down. So let me rotate this. I'm gonna rotate. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna work this out. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. Listen, I'm stopping in tonight. I wanted to stop in because I'm telling y'all right now, I have a word of encouragement for some of you guys. I was looking through my comments of some of the videos. I don't go live very often, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop a word of encouragement today. So if you stay to listen, that's fine. If you catch the replay, let me know you dropped in. Put R.O.A.R in the comments like, hey, Athena, I was here. Let me know how you feel about this video. It's really important. First of all, I want to thank my subscribers for still being there and holding it down for me. Some of you guys follow me everywhere. Y'all follow me to R.O.A.R. I want y'all to know before I get started, and I'm going to put it in the description below, I have a group for women who are healing from emotional storms in their lives, healing from different relationships, or saying, I want to level up in my emotional health. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, and I'm ready to level up. And so I'm hoping, am I right with this thing? Just want to make sure I'm not upside down. I don't think I'm upside down. Let me make sure. Nope. Okay. And so tonight, let me tell y'all something I heard. So I heard a lady say in a group that I was in, she said, and I can't say the group because the group is pretty private. And she said, Athena, what she was saying, I've been with a person for 25 years. And this is what inspired this post. You are the prize. You are the prize. You are the prize, right? You are the prize, right? And so I've been with this person. I've been with them for 25 years. I'm head over heels in love with this person, but they've been cheating on me for years. They are, they have different people in a relationship, whatever. And so not only have I been with them for 25 years, but I've been with them with multiple women for this long. Let me just, this is crazy, but I understand it because I've walked this walk, so I understand it. And now they're living with somebody else and my heart is broken. And this is the thing. I commented on there and she's like, we have kids, we have this, we have that. I've given them everything I've got, blah, blah, blah. And I commented, I said, and she thought the other person, because the person was younger, the person had this, person had that. Let me finish the story. The person had all of this stuff that the person was better than her. And I said, do you think a person would stay with you for 25 years if you wasn't the prize? And you're not in love with a person that stuck with you for 25 years and dogged the snot out of you and had 50 other women in your life, took you for everything you got, and now left you for a younger person because they finally used you and they really don't need you. And the biggest thing they ever needed from you was you to stroke their ego. I promise you were the prize. And I promise you that the only reason you stayed is because you don't know your worth. And when we don't know our worth, we are dependent on somebody else to tell us who we are. And so until we figure out who we are in emotional bondage to somebody else begging for what we deserve, right? And so I said, I want to talk about this because too many women and men, can I be honest? Men too, but way too many women give their power away because you don't know who you are. And can I be honest? You don't know who you are because you won't do the work. You won't do the work. You're like, I don't want to, I can't do the work. I'm too scared to do the work. And let me tell, can I tell y'all something really quickly? Because I'm not going to be on here long. I never go live, you guys. It's crazy. I'm not allowed to go live, right? But you allow yourself, the longer you allow yourself to stay in crazy situations and not do the work, sometimes you have to heal your way out of a situation. Like Athena, I'm really broken. I don't know. You want to know the truth? I don't know my worth. You want to know the truth? I've never been treated like anything. You want to know the truth? My mama didn't treat me like nothing. You want to know the truth? My daddy didn't treat me like nothing. You want to know the truth? I've been raped over and over again. You want to know the truth? I've been dogged. I've been hurt. People have done so many things to me. They walked out on me, and I feel like nothing. So when a person tells me I'm nothing, I come into agreement with that because I feel like nothing. So when they dog me and they gaslight me, I believe them because I feel like nothing. So they actually, when they leave me for somebody else, I'm broken because I feel like nothing. And I felt like I could have done something else to hold on to a person who never meant me any good anyway, because I don't know my worth. I don't know who I am. And I am begging these people to tell me who I am because I don't know who I am. And the sad part is most people, and I was this person, y'all. I was this person. The reason I can tell you guys this, and I'm so passionate about it, because I was that person who begged everybody else to tell me who I was because I wouldn't do the work to do what I needed to do to heal the wounds and the fears that counted myself out. So I needed Billy to tell me who I was because Athena didn't know who she was. And I let my past painful stories dictate my worth. So my daddy didn't want me, so most men ain't gonna want me, and I was criticized all the time. And I came up in a very critical time where people just laid in on you. Children were seen and not heard. So I didn't know how to have a voice, right? I'm gonna be honest. Can I be transparent? Being raped and molested, all that stuff, a lot of women are. So some of you guys can truly understand. My boundaries were completely broken. I didn't have a worth. I didn't know who I was. So I attracted relationships that aligned with what I believed about me. And I begged for the love that I deserved. I begged over and over and over again in different relationships, that people pleasing mentality. If I can just please somebody, if I can just make somebody happy, come on somebody, if I can just make somebody else's day, maybe they will value me, because I don't know how to value me. I want to tell you that you amazing queen or king, but most definitely my queens out here, do you not know that if you would just take 6 months and sit relation on your time, listen to me, you ain't got to wait for people to leave you. You ain't got to wait for people to dog you, betray you, and walk away. You can leave on your terms, own your power. And sometimes you got to do it little by little. You got to start healing in crazy situations. But I promise you, if you've been with somebody any amount of time and they dogged you and they misused you and they walked away and they're cheating and they're gaslighting you and they're trying to remind you each and every day that you're nothing, you're not in love with them. You are in bondage. You are in emotional bondage. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to stay. I'm here to tell you that you can be free of that bondage. You don't have to stay in an emotional bondage. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You don't have to stay there. But you can, let me listen. And I know it's scary. And I know you feel like in this thing that somebody else wouldn't want you, because the relationship that you've been in, they devalued you, they talked about you, they undermined you, and every time you try to show up and do something great, they would pull the rug from up under you because they didn't want you to see you for who you were. But they saw you for who you were. They saw your potential. They know you are great. They know you carry such a beauty about yourself because you are a queen. And they know if you ever got up and really did the work. See, this is what they do. That, you know how they love bombed you and pulled you all into them, and they dotted your I's and crossed your T's and bought you roses just because it was Wednesday. I'm sorry, my grandson is out there. And bought you roses just because it was Wednesday. And everything they did for you, somebody else would not do for you. So you walk into this relationship, you're completely vulnerable, and they begin to do for you that nobody else done for you or nobody haven't done in a long time. They're validating you, they're feeling your voice, and so you like, yes, yes. And what they're doing is, you know how you eat something sweet and you indulge in it and be like, oh God, that just hit the spot. They just hitting the spot. And the whole time that some, especially a narcissist, the whole time that they were doing that, they were just watching your weaknesses. They was watching where to pull your strings and how to make you a puppet, an emotional puppet. Let me tell you something. I've been that emotional puppet. And oh my God. But when I decided to take time to heal my way out, I'm telling you, I ended some relationships, y'all. And I did it crying. Let me tell y'all something. I did it crying off my deathbed. I had been so emotionally whooped down all of my life that it was literally killing me. Literally, heart problems, heart failure, thyroid problems, gut problems, kidney problems. When I tell you, all because I did not know my worth. I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker, begging people to love me for me. And all I ever had to do was love myself. That was it. That was all. That was it. That was all. And that sounds easy, but it took some work. It was not easy. But what I first had to do, I had to let God give me beauty for ashes. I had to surrender the ashes of my painful, broken stories. I had to admit, Athena, you are one broken individual. I was laying up in the hospital, 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot out. And I promise you, the doctors did not think I was going to make it another night. And I told God, I said, God, I haven't even lived yet. And you know what he told me? He said, that's your fault. Like a father would, in all the love. He said, because you won't surrender your ashes. You won't let me fix it. You keep taking responsibility for what everybody else done to you. When your father wasn't there for you, that was on him. It didn't mean you were any less than a person. And when people labeled you and somebody raped you and this person did this to you, that was the enemy. He's been after you all your whole life. And instead of you stopping and allowing me to heal those things and changing a dysfunctional belief system that was created out of your broken heart, you kept on begging everybody to love you. You created this people-pleasing thing. I got to please everybody. I got to take on everybody's burdens. I just want somebody to love me, when the truth of the matter is, you are beautiful. You are talented. You were never not a queen. You have so much good about you. You have so many gifts and talents, but you won't let me develop them. And when they are developed, you give all your goods away. You cast all your pearls to swine because you don't know your worth, because you don't know who you are. And so you're settling in these crazy situations, begging for what you deserve. And I remember crying. I said, God, try me again. I said, because I don't know how to love me. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how to not beg for love. I was scared to set boundaries. I was so scared to set boundaries because if I set boundaries, somebody was going to walk away from me. Somebody was going to tell me I wasn't enough, and I could not take that. I couldn't take the criticism of somebody else telling me I wasn't enough because I was telling that to myself enough. So God, what does it look like for me to give you my ashes? Because I didn't got comfortable with these ashes. I didn't got comfortable with my past painful stories. Sometimes they work in my favor. And God is saying those past painful stories is what's attracting your craziness. And the fears that you are allowing to make your decisions, those fears right there, Miss Lady, those fears are what you're attracting in other people. Those people are more scared of rejection than you are. Except they're more dominant and you're more submissive. Huh? Yeah. Let me heal your broken heart. Let me deal with your broken heart. So I said 6 months away. And y'all, this is the thing. I was in the hospital and I was with my fiance at the time. Well, no. I had broke up with my fiance. I had broke up. I left him to the side. And he had asked me to marry him. And before he was my fiance, he said, let's get married. And as I was healing, listen, y'all, I remember a day where he would have said that and I would have jumped on it. When he asked me to marry him, I was so happy. I remember being in front of the family, and God told me a week later, he said, if I'm going to heal your broken heart, you're going to have to give that ring back. Wait a minute, God. This man just validated everything. He told me I was important enough to marry. And he said, if you marry him in this stage, and as much as he loves you, and as much as he's been here for you, and as much as he's like nothing that you've been attracting most of your life, if you walk in there with this functional belief system, your marriage will not, it's not going to do what you think it's going to do. You got to show him that you are strong enough to disconnect, and you do not need his validation of a ring. God, you know what you're telling me? I want y'all to listen to me. I want y'all to hear me right now. I've been in that state of not knowing my worth. I got the scars to prove it. I didn't have my teeth knocked out. I done been burnt. Y'all listen to me. I got scars, physical scars to prove past painful stories. God said, if you just give me your ashes. So I took 6 months. I'm saying this for somebody. I want y'all to hear me. I took 6 months and I worked on me. This is what something else I did. I went to my mentor. I submitted myself under somebody that could help me change a belief system. And even when I wanted to crawl back into a comfort zone, they would, come on, you can't stay there no more. Some of you guys that'll be listening to this, whether you listen now, you'll listen later. It's time for you to abandon your comfort zone and heal your way out of some crazy situations. For some of you guys, you're listening to me and you're broken. You're so broken. Because somebody treated you like second-class citizen when you was the prize all along. You let somebody tell you who you was and who you wasn't. And when they told you you was good, you felt good. And when they told you you was bad, you believed them. Because whatever they were saying to you connected to something you already felt about yourself. But when you disconnect on your terms, not somebody walking away from you, you gain the courage to say, you know what, boo? I got to heal. I got to heal. I got to let some stuff go. When you can do that, I'm sorry, I want to turn this down a little bit. When you can do that, I promise you on everything. I promise you on everything. You're going to gain a courage, and the very people you start attracting will align with your new belief system. Because what I'm going to do is take 6 months and find out what my creator thought about me when he created me. I'm going to bring my belief system in alignment to what God says about me. And it was, listen, for years in ministry, I ran from him. In ministry, y'all, how do you be in ministry? Talk about God, sing about God, minister about God, yet you're so broken. Running from what he says about, can quote scripture after scripture. How many of y'all can quote scriptures right now? So many good scriptures and not believe nary one of them. When he said you're fearfully and wonderfully made. When he said he shaped you in his image. When he said he gave you power and authority. Come on, somebody. You were shaped in his image. And you don't believe it. Because somebody told you you wasn't enough or made you feel like that when you were younger, and you believed them. You believed them because that's what you knew. Well, now I'm here to tell you, they lied to you. Whether they said it verbally, whether they said it through their actions, whether somebody divorced you and left you for somebody else and you feeling like, oh my God, no, baby, that's on them. That's on them. You are somebody. And you got to stop relying on everybody else to tell you that. And how you do that is you start little by little disconnecting from the lies that's been embedded in your soul. I can't change my message. People say, then you say a lot of the same, I can't change my message. You want to know how to get through this moment? There is no magic one. Some of y'all that got to the place where you learned all about maybe narcissism or a toxic person that you're with. So you have trying to flip the script, trying to play the game. And sometimes for some people that work to get out and see people for who they are. But how about taking some, and no, it's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to tell you there's no, if you broken and you hurt, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to walk this thing out overnight. My clients don't walk out overnight. But when they give me 6 months, and I'm not trying to tell you, yes, I'm telling you, if you want some help, sure, sign up for my coaching program. But I'm here to tell you, but whatever you do, whether you connect in ministry, connect with a therapist, whoever you connect with somebody who's going to challenge your dysfunctional belief system, so you can bring it in alignment with who your creator said you were. Listen, one of the biggest fears of a toxic individual, one of the biggest fears of a narcissist, one of the biggest fears of a person who makes you feel like nothing, who emotionally bullies you, is that you wake up and find out who you are. That's one of their biggest fears. One of their biggest fears is for you to wake up and say, I am somebody. And so they make sure you don't know that about you. That's it. That's all. But they don't have the power. You do. You've had it the whole time. You've been the prize. I don't care who they left you for. I don't care how much they give you a silent treatment. I don't care. Listen, it could be your mama, your boyfriend, your boss, whoever that is who emotionally bullies you because they know you don't know your worth. They know you've been the prize the whole time. And all you ever have to do is sit up, shake off, say, you know what? The only thing wrong with me is I'm allowing some past bullcrap to make my decisions and make me believe lies. To make me believe the lies of the enemy. It's been his plan the whole time to bully me out of my purpose. Yeah. Because that's what he does. He's been doing it since the beginning of time. He's been doing it since Adam and Eve in the garden. You won't surely die. It's been his job to make you second guess your creator and the people that love you. Because he hates love. Because if you grow up feeling loved and feeling nurtured and being properly loved, you gain the courage to be who you were created to be. Do you not know how many people got a lot of money and they are broken? They are miserable. They don't know. They're like, take all the money and give me a piece of mine. Please. The enemy bullies me and he bullies me and he tries to tell me I'm nothing, and I know I'm not here for nothing. I just don't know how to connect with what it is I'm supposed to be doing and who I am. Is because you're disconnected from your creator. You have the power. You are the prize, but it's up to you to know that about you at the end of the day. So it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to take your power back and say, wait a minute. I'm not letting you hold this over me no more. Enough is enough. I'm moving on with my life. And the way you do that is little by little shed a dysfunctional belief system that no longer serves you. Some of y'all don't have the courage to walk away from anything. Walk away from that toxic situation right now. But if you start doing a little bit of work, you're going to heal your way up out of a situation. You're going to look back and say, what in the world was I thinking? Y'all, I look back at a relationship, two of them. And I look back and I say, what in the entire world was I thinking about? What was I thinking? What the what? I promise. I thought it was the most amazing situation. I thought I was in love. I said in a relationship, I'm going to be transparent, because some transparency is what helps, right? Transparency is what helps. So I was in a situation, and I remember saying, I'm gonna be 15 years in this situation, knowing this person had somebody else. I don't know how to walk away from it. I promise you I felt that way. I promise you I didn't see any hope in walking away. This person had such a hold on me. And the truth was, the only hope he had on me is the hold I gave him. I gave him the power to my emotional health. But when I start taking my power away, taking my power back, and I took my power back, I walked away from that situation. I healed my way out of that. And it wasn't until then that I met my husband. But even in meeting my husband, he met me in such a place. And yes, he was the key to my healing. I wouldn't be where I am today. I promise you my husband is my biggest support. But I met him wrong. And even to him, the most amazing person, when he asked me to marry me, I said, yeah. And then I had to give him his ring back and say, babe, I got to go figure. I don't even know who I'm giving to you. It has just been years of me scared you was going to leave. I was so scared he was going to leave. And he'd be like, babe, what is wrong with you? Okay, I mean, everything. And never stopped that. He wasn't a narcissist, right? But you teach people how to treat you. And I wanted to teach people how to treat me in a good, a healthy belief system. Knowing who I was. And you got to come in line with what I know about me today. I'm not settling. I'm not begging for love no more. That is not my portion to beg for what's rightfully mine. You mean I'm begging you for $10 out of my checking account? Because I gave you all the keys to my checking account? So I got to beg you for the $10? That's mine? Y'all, I'm going to say this. I'm getting off here. Yep, I'm almost in my 30 minutes. Y'all, it was this lady, and I'm going to bring her on one day because she's amazing. But she told me, she said, Athena, I give everything, everybody I've been with, I gave them everything. I bought the houses, I bought cars, I bought this, I did this. Everybody I've been with, I've been good to. Because she was challenging something I said. And I said, why were you good to him? Why was you buying all that stuff? Because that's the type of person I am. I said, well, sounds like to me you were being awfully selfish. And I said, listen to me, I'm saying this in love. But as a coach, it's my job to, hi baby. Sorry, my husband just walked in. You can have that phone, I'm on this one. It's my job to challenge her reasons, right? So I had to challenge why you were doing all of this. So you were being selfish, right? Well, no, I think I wasn't, but yes you were. Because you were buying love. You bought all of that begging for somebody to love you and see your worth. And not one person that she was doing all that for was around. They only came around when they wanted something. They would pull her in just enough because she was a very wealthy, well-off woman. Today, she ain't having it, and she don't care. She ain't having it, and she don't care. I said, give me some of your time. I'm here to tell you, stop begging for what you deserve. Stop it. Take a few months. Retreat back, even if you are in a situation. I'm in a situation, Athena. How do I do this? I want you to start with saying everything. I'm going to forget everything I think I know about me. And I'm going to bring my belief system in line with what my Creator thinks about me. And a lot of people don't want to do that work. Well, that's religious. It's not religious. Religious is cultish. But you were created. And I'm going to tell you something. Your Creator did not create you to settle for scraps. He wouldn't have done that. He said, I need you to trust me. How do I trust you? Just surrender. Start with, God, I surrender everything, every hurt, every past painful story, every time somebody hurt me, every time somebody walked away from me, God, every time I was misunderstood, every time somebody criticized me and I was bullied and people overlooked me, God, and I was rejection. I surrender rejection. I surrender abandonment. I surrender these things for you, to you. And I welcome you to take a seat in my broken heart. And I give you permission to light up my broken heart and reveal to me. Reveal to me those places, God, that I need to heal in. And then the very word that he created for you to read, start there. Start in Romans. Start in Ecclesiastes in the word of God. And every day, start reading it. Then, get a coach, get a therapist, get somebody. Find yourself renewing your mind, transforming your mind by renewing it about what your Creator thinks about you. He loves you, and He did not create you to lose. That's like the Mercedes-Benz creating a Mercedes to fail its customers. Mercedes-Benz, the Bentley, the Maseratis get their reputation because of the quality, come on somebody, of the product that they produce. Your Creator gets his reputation because of the quality of the person that he produced when he created you. And you just got to know who you are. You just got to know who you are. So I hope tonight helped you. I don't go live on here, you guys, but you know what? And I always say, I'm going to go live. But tonight, when I was reading some of my comments in YouTube, and I was like, no. Even some of the groups I'm in, when people are reaching out to me like Athena, or in my messenger, and I'm here to tell you that when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And if you're in a place where you say, I don't want to believe them because I don't want to be alone. Let me say this to you too. Let me say this. And this is another video. I don't want to do all my videos in one. I'm going to do this one. Some of you guys are just scared to be by yourself because you don't want to deal with yourself. Because being by yourself says nobody wants me. Being by yourself makes you sing yourself, your mind sing aloud those things that hurt you. I want you to know that being by yourself sometimes is exactly what you need to do. To connect, to disconnect from everyone else and disconnect with your Creator. And get you a good support system that challenges you to stay the course. To stay the course. Listen, you guys, if you're saying, Athena, I need some help, I have a program, I have a Facebook, it's called R.O.A.R. And our women in there, a lot of our women in there are doing the same thing. They're overcoming. They're like, Athena, I want to manifest greatness in my life. And I'm tired. And I'm ready to start over. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to encourage you to join the group. I'll put it below here at some point once I edit this video out or go ahead and put all the information in. Join R.O.A.R. Come in. Let us love on you. Let us love on you a little bit. And therefore you get the support you need to be able to walk away from anything you don't need to belong in, to overcome that people-pleasing mentality that you have, not to please everybody and beg and beg and beg. No, you don't have to beg. God created you. When he created you with everything that you need. You don't got to beg nobody else for it. You just have to believe that you are the person that you were created to be. You are a dynamic, amazing queen who just needs to straighten up her crown and walk in her authority. Listen, you guys, thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful day.